Good morning. Happy Monday. It is Mission Monday. I'm Katie Miller, and Sandra Centorino will be joining us later today. Today is our food pantry day, so you'll see a little bit of that, but I want to share with you about how I got on this mission, because it was totally unexpected. So today, Sandra and I are going to share with you about how sometimes when you're on a mission, whatever your mission is, sometimes it happens unexpectedly, and it can be life-changing. 10 years ago, my husband was coaching baseball with one of my son's friend's dads, who happened to be a pastor, and he invited us to their church. 10 years ago, my husband was coaching baseball with one of my son's friend's dads, who happened to be a pastor, and he invited us to their church. We had been looking for a new church and just weren't finding one that fit what we were looking for. So we tried it. It fit. I had been a travel agent for 15 years. I was cleaning houses, and I was working at the dance studio and going to school. I was a little busy. I was what you would call too busy, and I wasn't focused. My husband was also deployed to Iraq at the time. Kind of funny. Funny, not haha, but funny odd, because here I am this exact same time of year again, and my husband's getting ready to deploy again. I had 3 teenagers at the house. And I knew that I needed my schedule to be let up in a way that I could be available for them, and the economy was crashing. The phone had not rung at all the entire day at the travel agency, and I looked at Jenny, who'd been so good to me, and I said, Jenny, I need to quit. I told her I knew that she wouldn't let me go, but I knew she couldn't afford to pay me, and I needed to be home. I needed to be available. You know what I mean? I cried all the way home because I just walked away from a steady paycheck. And I cleaned houses, and I was losing jobs because the economy was crashing. It just didn't make sense, you know? You guys, sometimes things that are supposed to be don't make sense when they're happening, so pay attention. On a Wednesday night after church, my pastor said to me, Katie, I've been watching you kill yourself, work all these jobs, go to school. What would I have to pay you to work for me? That's how it began, you guys. I said, you know, it's funny. I just quit one of my jobs, and I don't know what I was going to do. What do you have in mind? Well, what he had in mind is not what I do, which is so funny. He hired me to do data input. Not even close to my job. After a couple days of working with me, he realized that I had skills that he didn't know I had that he could tap into, and he handed me a manual to a wow jam. I will finish my mission story later. I have about 300 people that need to be fed. I gotta get busy.
Welcome to Mission Monday. I'm Sandra Centorino, here to tell you a few stories. I love your story, Miss Katie Miller, because you know why? Yeah, you're sharing your gifts. It's key. Do you believe that you have a gift? What are your gifts? Are you holding on to them? Katie tells us her story about meeting a pastor at a baseball game, and then fast forward, yeah, she's on a mission now. The first step is knowing what your gift is, and then sprinkling it into the world. Sounds simple, right? What are you good at? What do you love? What wakes you up every day? What motivates you? What energizes you? Do you know? Katie tells us she worked as a travel agent, cleaned houses, danced, went to school, but what happened when she started working with that pastor? Sometimes you just have to look and listen, because people around you will tell you. Yeah, a whole new world. My friend lost her hair. She hated wearing hats and wigs. I used my gifts and talents to come up with something pretty that she could wear on her head. Yeah, then this little kind deed turned into a non-profit 12-year charity that touched over 500,000 lives. Some days, my life feels like a fairy tale, but it should. I'm doing what I love, and I'm on a mission, just like Katie. Today, I encourage you to open this box and take out a few of your gifts and put them into action. You can be in a whole new world. My newest mission is to get people to do good in their communities and snap it forward, making the world a brighter one. Check it out.
Well, hey, homies. It's Katie again. Did you just love watching Sandra? I love watching her and watching her share her mission and share the things. I was sharing with you how sometimes a mission can come unexpectedly and how it can change your life. And that's exactly what happened with mine. When Pastor Terry realized that I had skills, he saw skills that I didn't realize were an asset until he showed me how I could use them to make a difference. That was powerful. So as Sandra said, we all have gifts. We all have skills. We all have talents. We just have to unpack them. So as we unpack them, let me show you what I learned were my skills. I learned that my attention to detail meant that I had organizational skills. I had experience with fundraising. I had done quite a bit of public speaking. I had sales skills. He said I have patience. I have learned how important that one is. This one might be my most valuable. And compassion, which I learned would be one of my most needed skills. So what was this Summerfest that he wanted me to help organize? It was more than just organizing. I had to learn how to do the fundraising, do the grant writing. All of the logistics had to be in place to make this large event happen. All of the volunteers needed to be managed. And Summerfest is a one-day mission trip to the city of Warren where we meet tangible needs and then we address spiritual and emotional needs. This event brings together 600 volunteers to serve about 10,000 families with haircuts, school supplies, medical help. There's bike repair. There's all kinds of things. What it does is it draws churches together and the city together and businesses together. And we pull it together to make a difference. This quilt marks 10 years of Summerfest in the city of Warren. You guys, when you let your heart be broken for the things that break God's heart, you're going to be changed. And I was. It's been amazing. I'm on a mission, and because of that, my life isn't the same any day, ever. I love it, you guys. What's your mission? What makes your heart beat? This story is much longer than I wanted it to be, but I wanted to share all that with you. Make sure that you look up Sandra Centorino at Say It Forward. She's amazing, you guys. Please look her up, and I will put up my snap code for you. Thank you for joining us on Mission Monday today. If you would like to share your mission, please let us know. We'd like to hear from you.